Hi, it's James here from the Sprinkled Donut Forge in Moscow, Texas, and have us a 3-ring circus here today. These are some little rings that I cut off of a piece of thick Schedule 40 black steel pipe, not galvanized. Just in case you're wondering, I don't put that stuff in the fire because it'll kill you. Anyway, 'tis the season to make some Christmas ornaments. These aren't overly heavy, so I thought, well, you've got a circle, you could forge it into a Christmas ornament. So I made 3, so I can botch 2. Let's see if we can come out of this with 1 ornament. I've never tried anything like this with these rings of pipe, so I'm just going to use some farrier's tongs where I can grasp it in different positions and try to knock the corners down a little bit and form, for the first one, a bell. Let's see if we can make a little bell outline, just like a cookie cutter, to hang from your Christmas tree. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, this should be interesting. Let's give it a shot. I'll stick it in the forge, warm it up, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, I went at this cold to see about knocking these corners down. So I'm just kind of going like this, and I can flip it around and get the other side of things. Kind of like these little farrier's tongs. Always look around at the pawn shop tool bins and stuff, and you never know what you can pick up for $1 that might help you. Anyway, you can kind of see how that's, well, maybe you can see. It's chamfering the corners off in this area inside. So I'm going to put it back in there and warm it up, and after these corners are chamfered, I'll get back with you. See you in a minute. Alright, all the corners are knocked down. See, by placing it diagonally here, the corners facing up, it smashes this one and the one on the bottom as well. And just to do the other side, you just flip it over and run it around. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up, and I'm going to work on the faces, and I'm going to use a smaller ball peen, and I want to kind of distress that a little bit, you know, just to give it a little something, you know, not so slice of pipe-ish, and more, I forged this out of a ringish. So, let me get it in there, get it hot, and I'll let you see me do one side of the texturing on it. See you in a minute. Alright, let's peen around this thing. I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Now you could use a larger diameter ball if you wanted larger scallops, but I like the finer ones myself. Okay, it's starting to resist. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's getting textured. So I'm going to finish texturing it, and then we'll do the shape. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to pull it out of the fire. Now it's all textured and everything. And we're going to try to collapse the circle some and create a flat on one side. Get the beginnings of our bell. So here we go. Okay, we got us a long oval now. See if we can't flatten that up. Well, this is going to be kind of a challenging little deal here. I need something that'll create sharp corners. Rings like a bell. We have a Christmas potato. Yay, potato. Alright. Getting a little somewhere with it. Alright, there's our potato. The big end needs to be flat. So I'm only going to heat that end. And I'm going to let the rest of this kind of cool on the anvil. Believe you me, it's cool enough out here. It will suck the heat out of that thing in probably about a minute. So we'll get right back to this and we'll see you in a minute. Alright, let's give this a shot. Corners aren't very sharp. A little straight peen, I believe, did the trick. Right now I'm just trying to establish the corners. Kind of fatten the top of the bell a little more than I wanted to, but that's okay. It's all fixable. To be honest with you, I had no idea it was going to be this much of a challenge, but I'm glad that it was. Alright. We're getting kind of a rough bell shape. I want to narrow the top back up. I got to put an indentation in the center of the top and the bottom once the outline is established. So let's warm this area up, kind of narrow that in just a little bit, and create our indentions, and we should have our bell. See you in a minute. Alright, I'm going to set it over the anvil. I'm going to kind of narrow those sides in a little bit. Little oblong there. Bit too much. Use the horn to your advantage if you have one on your anvil. It's a little bit lopsided. Now it's a little not so flat. So I'm just gonna touch it off with the flatter. Many thanks to Rusty Hubcap Forge for the flatter he sent to me. Comes in handy. That didn't work. Bigger hammer is not always the answer. Okay, I'm going to call that a bell, but it needs a couple more things. See, there's our bell shape out of a ring of pipe, unbroken. We're going to go to the vise for this. I'm going to place a piece of round stock in it to work the little indentations for the clapper and for the little hanger. So I'll set up for that, we'll do it, and see you then. Alright, let's begin. I'm going to put that piece of round stock through that little bell like that. Crank down on it to hold it. Okay, I'm going to take this little straight peen and see what that looks like. That done it. Got my little bump. Heat up the other side, put a little bump in that end. See you in a minute. Alright, let's fidget this in here. Try to get our round part centered. Try something a little different here. Take these tong jaws, put over the side of them like that, hit them with a 3-pound hammer. Well, it's hard to beat the old straight peen. A little ball peen out. Gotta knock out some of them hash marks. Well, that's upside down. Here, let's fix it. Can't believe I forged it upside down. Can you believe that? Oh, wait a minute. Here, we're good. Alright, let me clean this up a little bit and oil it, and we'll get to the sign off of this thing. See you in a minute. A little bit of oiling up here. Boiled linseed oil is what I'm using. It's popular for applying a hot oil finish. Well, the oil's not hot. The steel is like at a black heat. So it'll receive the oil finish and kind of burn it into the oil a little bit. I'm burning it into the metal, so we'll see you in a minute. Alright, I've got the little bell finished. Here's a piece of copper wire. And I'm making one of those little ornament hanger things. You know those annoying things that tangle in your garlands and everything during decorating season? Well, I made one out of copper. Strand of stranded number 8 copper electrical wire. Gonna hook it around there. Take the scrolling tongs and give it a little twist in there. This thing is still a little bit warm. but not so much that I can't handle it. Make sure it doesn't come off. Ha! I know we got glare from the sunlight. Maybe it'll help you see the texture. It's actually quite black in the shadows. Let me get over here against the forge. Now you can see how nice and black it is. It's got the nice hot oil finish on it. And it's not very heavy at all. Let me get a look at you. There you are. Hi. Here's what we had. We just had a crudely cut slice of 3-inch Schedule 40 black steel pipe, not galvanized. And we have created an ornament out of it. Now you could make this a lot easier than the way I made it, I'm sure. This was a first for me, and I wanted y'all to experience it with me. So here's you a little bell, and I've got 2 more of these rings of pipe cut, and I intend on making 2 more ornaments. So I hope you all glean something from this. I hope it's something that you might like to make yourself. And please feel free to comment on this video what other 2 ornaments you'd like me to make, because I intend on making another one tomorrow. So for those of you that follow my channel, your suggestion might just turn into another ornament. That's all I got for this evening. Till next time, bye.